happy to announce I'm back on the 10, as you can see. For a second I didn't think I was going to be, because I still had the issues I had to get fixed, which I'll explain along the ride. But it fought back. I mean, this is from the pliers, not the bike, but it wasn't a fun fix. Oh, alright, I forgot this bike doesn't start in first. Interesting. If I read her lips correctly, she was calling that guy an asshole. Anyways, what I was saying, the issues I had with this bike, the reason I hadn't been on it last videos. So, part of the front fairings are loose, and I wanted to get that fixed because obviously you can't have them loose, especially up front, because if you get too much wind pulling on them and pushing in there and stuff in the wrong places, the fairings could just fly off while you're going down the highway. I've seen it happen multiple videos. Didn't want it to happen to me, so I didn't feel comfortable taking the bike out until I got that fixed. While I was doing that, I realized that 3 out of the 4 bolts in this area up here, basically holding the front of the bike on, were gone. They had, I guess, rattled loose and came out of the bike, so they were gone. So the whole front end was basically being held on by one bolt and what was put together of the fairings, like what was still holding on and attached well. That was the only stuff holding on the entire front end, which obviously isn't good. But luckily I noticed that when I went to fix the fairings. This guy's tailgating me, it's gonna be fun. Luckily I noticed that and was able to remedy that earlier today, so I got to take the bike out. I was gonna go riding either way. Worst case scenario, I was gonna take the R6 out because I didn't get this one fixed in time, which for a second I didn't think I was going to. But then I thought of using a zip tie instead of the little plastic pin, because those are very difficult to get lined up and push in and stuff. So I just pulled the fairing parts together with a zip tie, and that's how I got the plier cuts on my arm from pulling on that zip tie, because it was too wide for the hole. So I had to use, I thought he was walking a cat, sorry. I had to use the pliers to pull the zip tie through the hole. And if you don't know, fitting something through a hole that is smaller than that object is pretty difficult. So I had to yank on it until I got it out far enough, and then was able to close it up. But the bike should be much more secure now. I've noticed it shakes less, so that's good. It's always a good sign. But yeah, I'm back on the 10, thankfully. Get a nice little ride in. It's a beautiful day out. It's kind of hot. It's like 92, I think. But I'm just glad I get to go. Oh! So that's what I wanted to talk about. I forgot. I can't believe I forgot. So speaking of this bike, for those of you that know, well, I guess this would be for those of you that don't know. For those of you that do know, me and this bike have been through a lot, but for those of you that don't know, I rebuilt this in my garage with my dog hanging out with me every single time. We'd go down in the basement together, sit in the garage, he'd lay on the floor next to me or right outside the garage door and just watch the sun and birds and stuff, while I would swear at the bike and throw wrenches and figure out what was wrong with it. And mainly talk to Rick, kind of like my I don't want to say therapist, but like support system. He'd have to remind me not to burn the bike, and that we'll get it figured out. And thanks to him, we did get it figured out. But my dog was right there with me the whole time. And eventually we got it good. We got everything ready to go. And I took it to get the enhanced inspection because it was a salvage certificate. So I had to get the enhanced inspection before I could legally ride it on the road. So I took it to do that. And it passed. Well, it needed a new tire, but besides that, it passed. So I went to pick it up on July 26, 2024. I don't remember what year it was. July 26, 2024. I went to pick it up first thing in the morning. And it was great. I rode that bike home. Well, I was riding home, making a video. That was probably one of my most, one of the videos where I'm the most excited in it. And kind of giddy, because, I finally owned a ZX10. So I thought that was super cool, and I was very happy. And I was very relieved to have it all legal and ready to go and stuff. And that hour-long ride, I made it the whole way back to my neighborhood. I was about not even 2 minutes from my house. On a bike, 1 minute. And someone cut me off, and I wrecked the bike. I went into someone's yard to avoid hitting them, and ended up hitting a wooden beam, basically. It was making a fence. So I destroyed the bike again. And I didn't have insurance on it yet because I literally just picked up from inspection. Plus it didn't matter because you can't put collision coverage on an R title. But either way, I didn't have insurance, so it really sucked. But I got lucky. I was only bruised a little bit, so I was thankful for that. Ended up going to the hospital because the pain and stuff was getting worse. My eyes were different, my pupils were different sizes, things like that. So I went to the hospital, was there for a few hours, and eventually they were like, all right, we're gonna release you. Just come back if anything gets worse. But you're fine, you're just bruised, concussed, but we're gonna send you home. As I was leaving the hospital, literally as I was walking out the door, my parents just got there because they had to come from way out of town, but they made it. So we all went back to my house to just kind of hang out, and I was trying to recover a little bit and stuff. Then all of a sudden my dog started acting weird. Sorry. And first I was like, oh, he's just tired, it was a long day, it's hot out, he's fine. It started getting more and more weird. I started getting a little worried until it got to the point where he was kind of rocking back and forth. So I hurried up, got him in my car to take him to the vet. And long story short, he ended up dying that night. I think within 20 minutes of getting to the vet, he died. So needless to say, I had no longer cared about wrecking this. Oh my God, they made that bump worse. I had no longer cared about wrecking this bike because I just lost my best friend. So the bike meant nothing to me for the rest of the day. I was more upset about that. But anyways, the whole point of me retelling this story and specifically mentioning July 26th was because today is July 30th. So July 26th just passed. We just passed the 1 year mark of that day happening. That morning, I woke up expecting it to be a difficult day, just from memories and stuff and missing him. I expected it to be a difficult day, but I was ready for it. So I had my usual morning, went to the gym, came home, got ready, showered, got ready for work and stuff, and I leave my house to go to work. I make it 2 minutes down the road. So if I wrecked let's say I wrecked my bike at an intersection right here. This is true. I'm just it's hard to show you without actually showing you. Let's say the intersection is right here where I wrecked. There's this little road right here that ends down here. Down here, exactly 1 year later, on my way to work, I got rear-ended. Yeah. At least I was in my car, so like, I didn't get hurt. Well, temporarily hurt. I had a headache and some like whiplash, but the car's not too bad. He just ruined my rear bumper cover, and my license plate's kind of like loose now because I can't really screw it in because he broke it all. But I was just more, I guess, shocked at the fact that I've had that car for 5 years now. Well, technically 4, but 4 full years now. Never got into an accident with it, never got hit by anybody, any of that. So many close calls because nobody can drive in this area, but nothing ever actually happened. So then the fact that exactly a year later, after the worst day of my life, the exact same day, I get rear-ended, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So then the rest of the day, I was kind of paranoid, like, what else is going to happen? What's next? Because last year it wasn't just one thing. So I was expecting something else the rest of the day. But that was all that happened. It still sucked, but it could have been much worse. Like I said, at least I was in my car. The airbags didn't go off or anything like that, which is good. So I'm still driving the same car. I'm waiting on his insurance to contact me to get a new bumper. But yeah, I just wanted to, there's a bunch of police up there. This should be good. I just wanted to share that story, that you guys know that I got rear-ended, since I can't like post it on Instagram or anything anymore. I just thought it was pretty crazy that it happened exactly a year later. And then to make it a little funnier, I guess, I don't know, a little more like, you gotta be kidding me in my mind. While I was at work, I was on break, and a Snapchat memory came up 3 years ago, July 26th. It was one of the days my ex had shown up to my apartment to basically bully me and yell at me. But I was like, man, I gotta just not leave my bed on that day from now on. Now I'm curious about what's up here with the police and the fact that they have an entire lane blocked. Is this just for a wreck? Yeah, it looks like it. I just rear-ended them. Yep, speaking of getting rear-ended. Nobody knows how to drive in this area, and so many people just stare at their phones the whole time. But I inched forward to take my turn at the stop sign because the car in front of me had just went. So I took my foot off the brake to move up to the stop sign and wait my turn, and the guy, I guess, just forgot I was in front of him and just gunned it right into the back of me. It's a crazy day for me, but things could have been way worse. I guess I could also mention it since I can't show you on Instagram, but I did get his paw print tattooed on my chest, kind of close to my heart. When he died, they stamped his paw print on a piece of paper, so I showed that to the tattoo artist, and she replicated it on my chest. Did a really good job. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to show it in the mirror. I can't get that in the right position. I'll probably throw a picture up. It's good that I'm about to turn around up here anyways, because I don't want this video to get too long. But I almost forgot that I wanted to tell you guys about that. And almost just made a normal like reactionary video on the way down here. By that I mean just like talk about and react to whatever's happening around me. That'll probably be what it is on the way home. Hopefully a nice smooth ride like this one though. I always forget how fast this thing is because I haven't even put it in medium power mode yet, and I definitely haven't like pushed it to the limits or anything because I am too much of a pussy for that right now. That's fine. Sometimes it's better to just be responsible and get home safely. Oh, look at that. But that's going to be it for this one. I'll make one on the way back, like I said. Hopefully it goes well. But thank you for watching this one. I appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Later.